The Hudson Tunnel and the economy were among the hot-button topics at a congressional debate today. Freshman Republican incumbent Leonard Lance faced off against Democratic challenger Ed Potosnik. Jerry Henry has details from the debate in Union County.
I'm a science teacher. I'm also a small business owner, and I'm working for your future, not a political career.
Democrat Ed Potosnik admits he's a political upstart, a science and chemistry teacher with an eye on Washington. He's hoping to paint Congressman Leonard Lance as a career politician who has no business experience and accepts big corporate money.
There are far too many career politicians in Washington like my opponent who are more concerned with winning their next re-election, more concerned in making sure they do the right thing for our families and our businesses.
Potosnik also admits he's battling a lack of name recognition and money compared with Lance, who has more than $1 million in his war chest. The congressman was elected to his first term in 2008, but he's perhaps better known for his 6 years in the state Senate and 10 years in the Assembly. Lance says the economy is one of the key issues this midterm.
The question is, where are the jobs? And I am committed to working in a bipartisan way to make sure that more jobs are created. And that will require greater certainty in the business community.
Since going to Washington, he hasn't done anything to create a job. The #1 concern that we have is job creation. And in the entire 2 years that he's been in Washington, he spent less than a minute, 59 seconds, talking on the House floor about jobs.
The two are debating on local access TV in Scotch Plains, a part of the 7th Congressional District. They touched both on domestic and foreign policy issues, including the ARC Tunnel project, which Governor Christie has put on hold.
And I want to be clear. I support the ARC Tunnel and that project, because what it means for folks here is that 40 minutes of their round-trip commute will be cut off. That's a project that my opponent, since being in Congress, hasn't done anything to support. And in fact is supporting the governor on this to can it.
Mr. Potosnik mischaracterizes my position. What I have said is that I favor the governor's review of the ARC Tunnel, and I certainly believe that we need to review it for the following reason. It is estimated to cost $8.3 billion, but there is now a suggestion that it would cost a great deal more than that.
Lance says he expects Republicans to regain control of the House this November, dismissing his challenger as the typical Democrat.
His views represent what this Congress has done, and I believe the American people are going to change the direction of Congress, moving forward in a way to create the jobs America desperately needs.
Meanwhile, Potosnik hopes for an upset.
I think it's extremely close. You know, the latest polling has me in a statistical dead heat with the incumbent congressman, because people understand that since going to Washington, he's changed. He's not the congressman that we expected.
The two have a second debate scheduled for Wednesday.